All right, I'm on hole number 3 of the Clifftop Links tournament. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check out hole number 3. All right, this is the critical hole in this tournament. In my opinion, this is the toughest hole in this tournament, and it's the must-get eagle. Excuse me. If you play nice and consistent on these holes, there's some danger. There's always danger when we're playing holes, but this hole right here is you have to execute on both shots. You have to be in the right spot. And if you're not, you're going to have problems. So I'm going to start off with, I'm going to bring a quarterback and a guardian. And those should be the only two clubs that I need. I was using a shell ball, but I'm out of them now, so I'm going to use a royal ball. So I'm looking for the power here. Don't really need the side spin, and with the power 4 ball I'm not using the wind, so it's helping me cut the wind down, and I have just enough to finish it off. So let's see here, let me make sure I look at my notes. QB, shell or royal ball, guardian 1.2 per ring, 3 top spin, maximum left hand side spin on the drive. So on my drive, and this hole right here is definitely not a high percentage Albie hole, but if I make my drive, I'm going to be able to come into the green with a guardian. And I mean, it's not by any stretch of the imagination a serious look at Albie, but at least I'll have an Albie shot. But this is a one shot at a time hole. You have to get the drive right in order to even be able to talk about what's going on the next shot. So maximum and 3 top spin. I want to be out here as close to the center as I can. Take the wind out. That's 2.3 rings. 2.3 wind. 100% accurate club. This is why I play with these accurate clubs a lot. I play with them a lot because it's easy to make wind adjustments, and if you're new to the game, or if you're learning how to do the wind and adjust that wind out, and that's right where I want to be. My absolute goal is the space in between these two shadows. So I came up in this game about a yard short, but that's the zone that I want to be in. Try and be very specific when you're finding landing spots. So when you're doing layup shots, and this is definitely a layup shot, if you came here and you put on max top spin, max overpower, and you brought your biggest, baddest club in the ball, about a 5 power ball, then it's not a layup shot. But if you're coming here and you're using, let's say you were using an extra mile, then you're going to use, you probably have to put some backspin on it. So if you're doing layup shots and you're just trying to hit a spot, bring the most accurate club you have and work a spot. It's not good enough to just say, hey, I'm down there. It's that, hey, I'm down there and I'm in between those two shadows. And I have seen every single game that I've played, my opponent this week has done that on their first shot. Tried to go for that little island and ended up out of bounds. And then they've made it on their second attempt. So the backspin here is more important than the curl or the side spin. I want to be off this way just a little so I'm facing towards the hole. I'm going to take the wind out. That's about a 3 ring pull. It's 1.2 per ring. And I'm going to put some curl on it to bring it back towards the cup. Hitting it perfect. Now this is not a great Albie shot, but I have an Albie shot. That's the deal. And that's a case of I brought the right club for the drive, QB, most accurate club in the bag to get me through that shoot, because this is a dangerous shot down here, especially if you're using an extra mile and you hit it great to the left or the right. And the deal is, on this particular drive, is probably the most important thing there is not just knowing how much topspin to put on, but you have to put on a little bit of left-hand curl, because it wants to drift to the right and you'll end up in the rough on the right. very easily if you do not have that curl on there. Now, even if I was using a 3 side spin ball and they're going to fail twice in a row. I don't know why anybody's going for that shot over there. My opponent yesterday came at this in my lower level account and was on into with a white ball. I mean, that was it was an amazing 2-shot series in order for them to get on with a white ball. So let's see if they'll go for it again. And the person did not do this forward shot. They did the shot up here where they laid up in the shadows. And then they did a max overpower shot, and they were able to eke it on. And that was just an amazing 2-shot set. But you have to set yourself up in the right spot. So bringing the right clubs and bringing accurate stuff. If you're not driving it a mile, then bring your accurate stuff. A lot of people have fallen in love with the extra mile because they remember when they first started playing and the extra mile started making things fun. And they've gotten so used to it that they just don't believe that they can get anything done with a club that has less distance. And sometimes in a lot of the holes that we play in Golf Clash, in having multiple bags on a team that has multiple bags is, my accurate bag number 2 is probably the bag that I use the most. All right, that was hole number 3 of the Clifftop Links tournament in the weekend round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.